Good morning, everyone. Is it Tuesday? Happy Tuesday. Oh, geez. That's it was playing the YouTube sound. Perfect. All right. Here we go. Robinson, how are you? Dan. Hey, Cyrus. Sorry for my look of bewilderment there. I was trying to read Chief Dad's message. Got a lot going on in it. Gary, how are you? Cyrus, Robert, Petro, Paul, Andrew. Val, that's a good question. I checked. When did you send it? Because I did check my email this morning. I didn't see any. So I'm going to go with no. It's likely. Hey, Glenn. Marshall, how are you? Theodore. What a cool name. I like that name. Good company, too, right? Couple. At least one president. It's that time. Good morning. And good morning to YouTube. We actually had a few people watching yesterday. We had, I think, 17 people on there yesterday. I meant live viewers with us. Yeah, which I need to keep an eye on because yesterday we had people ask a couple questions in the chat on YouTube and I didn't see them until way
Yeah,
late.
you should definitely stay
Yeah, so we're going to have
on that. Hey, Robert, how are you? How is everybody doing? Count for VIP. How could I treat Paul? Did you help Paul out, Matt?
Second.
I would reach out to customer service, Paul. That would be my suggestion.
Yeah.
Hey, Petro, how are you?
I cannot. Honestly, I used to know how to do that. Now we switched over. I have no idea.
Oh boy, the problems with customer support. Let me just get this thing. Good morning, Rochelle, Raul, Lori, Gord, Petro, Cyrus. I got Roscoe. Roscoe's in the building. Lori's how's the Fur family? They're doing good. They're doing good. Clyde has a slight sprain of his paw, but it's getting better. It's we took him to the doctor, gave him some meds. He's good. It just takes a few days. Good morning, Aries, Theodore, Raul. I cannot reach support. No response. What? Paul, why don't you send me an email? Roger@rogerscott.com. I know how to get a hold of them very fast. I'm doing great, Art. Adam, how are you? Scott, how are you? ENPH, I got in if you're wondering why it's going up. There you go, Anthony. Good. Now, we talked about some day trades yesterday. Do you guys remember the day trades and the positions we talked about? They all actually worked out pretty good overnight. I don't know if you guys closed them or not. How can I get case flow? What is case flow? Kirit, I don't know what case flow is. Thank you, Val. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better, actually. My back is starting to feel better, a lot better, actually. I'm sleeping on my back now. So we'll give the room 2 more minutes and then we will start. Hopefully, everybody is doing well. Hopefully everybody's well. I'm very excited about tomorrow's class. Made a quick 20%. Ooh, that's good. I like that. I like that. By the way, you're back in my shoulder too. I think Nike was, you know what? Let me share my screen. Let's take a quick look here. What were the stocks? If you guys could put my chat here. Oh, here it is. Oh, there we go. Here's the chat. I could put the chat up here. So we talked about Nike yesterday. Just see how it's all shaken out. Definitely moving in the right direction. We talked about ACAD yesterday. Reluctantly still moving in the right direction. We talked about PLNT. I'll get into that in a minute, Cyrus. Look at this thing. Dropped. We talked about 8 trades or not. We talked about what else? We talked about another one. I feel like I'm missing one. I don't know, but I feel like I'm missing a trade from yesterday. Was it? No, it was a day trade. It was the one I told you guys to short. Yeah, but tailwind was on our back. I mentioned a lot of things. No, but it was like 4 stocks that I specifically called out. DXCM. That's it. DXCM was one of them. This one. And they all went our way. All right. You see what happens when you have the tailwind in your back and you're not trying to pick tops and bottoms, and you're not trying to do some crazy stuff that you learn on the internet without, don't do all that stuff. Don't do all that stuff. It's not very good. So Carvana. So we did a trade yesterday on Carvana. It was a put trade we did it was the first official trade on the option income program. I got the name wrong, but you guys know what it is. The weekly. Yeah. Now, Murphy's Law, of course, first trade down 10% in one day, right? Well, fortunately, I put not the stop. I sold the option at the 55, which is right at the 50-day moving average. Typically, when these stocks have a big down day like that, they tend to revert up. 45. That's what I said, 45 strike. Also, the implied volatility when I sold the option was 70%. Let's see what that implied volatility is right now. And since the option doesn't expire this week, we don't have much of a chance for folks to roll it to exercise it if it goes into money. So I think we will be okay. With that said, geez, look at this, Matt, 123 implied volatility. That's 3 days from now. Let's look at the next one. 104. It was like 70 or 80 yesterday. I like to do stocks that have implied volatility of over 70, 50, 60, 70, anything over 40. Tomorrow we'll get into the session. But right now we're still okay because we're above the short strike price and we have plenty of time till expiration. So all we need is a nice little bounce back up and we'll be okay. I mean, the long-term trend is stable. Somewhere around there, Robert. It was definitely up there. The NVIDIA trade's doing fine. NVIDIA's trade is just kind of hunkering along. It's not really doing anything. Still sitting right at that area. Not really, not here nor there, So yeah, both trades are still doing okay. Both trades are doing. Now, here's the thing. When we're doing these spreads, we can go for remember something. These are weekly. We're collecting weekly. So even if we collect 5% on a trade and we do 4 trades, we do 20%. If we choose to do that, we can go down to here or here and get that. So we have a lot of flexibility. Which way did you take NVIDIA? To the upside. I take mostly puts. Good. Nice. Oh, Matt, why don't you repost that? That looks really good right there. So, yeah, so far we're below yesterday's low in Nvidia, and I think this is a Carvana's having one of those days today. I mean, the stock doesn't usually drop 10% in a day. Good. My order and see me losing a lot. Bought calls. You bought calls. Place my order and see losing a lot. Oh, you bought calls instead of selling puts. I got you. You did. Yeah, you just did the opposite side. Yeah, that was that. I don't actually, Cyrus. That's not such a bad trade. I mean, the trade you took wasn't such a bad trade. You know, there. I'm not. I don't want to speculate, but I have a feeling it'll bounce back. Exactly, Ken. That's what I was saying. How if a stock goes in the money, but it has time premium, you're not going to get exercised. Remember, I said we don't always close positions at the end of the week. We sometimes we don't let them expire. We just close them out. So we have flexibility. No, he didn't get rewarded. He got screwed. He bought the calls. The market went down. He did the same thing we did, just in a different
the other side.
The other side. Yeah, no. He got screwed like we did. Yeah, we all got screwed. We all got screwed. Okay. Yeah, Art. We all do. That's why I wanted to have a little extra time. That's tomorrow. It'll be a lot more clear after the session. Let's do the session tomorrow, and it'll be clear. All right. So let's go. And remember what I asked you guys. Don't go crazy. Don't go buying 100. Just do one contract or paper trade till you get comfortable. That's why I gave you a 1 year kick the tires, because I want you to understand it's a system. It takes time. You're not looking at individual trades. No, Robert. Robinson doesn't expire on Friday. It expires the following Friday. I didn't do the option that expires on Friday. I did the 929. Good. One contract. Yeah. So that way, if it goes in the money and if it has some premium left, the odds are nobody will want to exercise it, and we can wait for it to bounce up. Does that make sense? But if we bought in the money and it's expiring, say, tomorrow, and it goes in the money, the odds of it getting exercised are much higher. That way, I always want to give myself, that's why I want to always give myself a buffer. That's why I said, folks, we're entering a period, a time, a year. Give it a year, try it out. You'll see. You will love this program. Just give it some time. Now, what do we need to talk about? So first things first. Hey, Matt, can you make sure that they send out the email and everything for today for the class? Just make sure. Let me see if they send Telegram. I want to make. Do you guys get your Telegram, your notices, all that stuff? Because the room is light today. Yeah, the
Or the VIP room?
Yeah. Telegram came out.
Okay.
You guys got your emails. Okay.
Giving me a heart attack.
No, why?
Like, what class?
No,
did I miss something?
No, the VIP room.
Okay.
No email? I got the email, and Brendan got the email, got both. Okay. All right. I don't want to go bitching people out if you guys got your email. All right. Oh, 50, so it was a little late. You didn't get the email. Huh. Not good. Not good. All right, folks, let's continue. So first things first. If you guys aren't getting messages, can you send email, be very specific to customer service and let them know? Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't like when things are late. It's weird because by this time yesterday we had 300 people and today we have 200, and I just want to make sure. Email, Telegram, but no text today. Did you guys get your text today? What is their email? Matt, can you give them their email address? For folks who are usually getting text alerts, did you get your text alerts today? That would be a good
email.
Customer service.
Oh, yeah, let me find it.
Okay, so no text alert. Mark, Raul got it. Roscoe got. Okay, so if you guys got your text alerts, I still can't figure it out. No text. All right. It doesn't seem like people are getting texts. Let me confirm that they send it. I want to make sure you guys get your notices. Let me confirm. We got time. I got a lot to talk about, but this is important. Very important to me that you guys get notified. No text, huh? First time you didn't receive text. All right. All right. Good. Good. No text. Yeah, that is why attendance is down. All right. Good. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you, thank you, thank you for letting me know. Yeah, because it's really weird. We had 330 people yesterday, and we have 200 today, so it's really weird. No, you BB, you're good. So I'm actually starting right now. So you're good timing. We were waiting for you, BB. All right, good, Angie. Good. No text today.
Yeah, there was nothing. Just checked. Nothing.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, my pleasure. So I was just talking a little bit about this Carvana trade, and I explained yesterday. Good. Matt's getting the customer service email right now.
Yeah.
So we're below the 50-day moving average. We're below this support level here, which means there's a chance we can break further down on the S&P 500. Now let's look at the QQQ. I'm not sure it's going to happen because Powell is very squirrely. But the fact that we're breaking below is not a good sign. And the Dow right now is also breaking down. And there's some pretty strong support here. And also, let me draw the 100-day moving average. I don't know why I don't have the 100-day on here. I should have the 100-day. You will notice all the time that the 100-day, the 50, and the 200, they coincide with support and resistance areas. For example, I just drew this 100-day moving average. Look at where the Dow is right now. You see why it's important to have the 100-day moving average? Robinson, please, I will let you know when it's time to exit. I will let you know. I promise you, I will not leave you holding. I will let you know when it's time to exit. I promise I will let you know when it's time to exit. You will not be left holding the bag by yourself. So it's very important to see this. Now, if we hold the 100-day, we may have a nice little bounce. Also, again, we have the Fed tomorrow. I got crushed on yesterday's Carvana trade. Michael, we're still in the Carvana trade. Yeah, it doesn't seem the SPY wants to break the 100-day moving average.
There's the email, Michael.
All right. CC call was crushed. Rochelle, I have no idea what you're talking about. CCG. Okay. Support at the trading pub. There you go. So again, we'll see if the 100-day, if we bounce off or not, but I don't like the trading action at all right now. Yeah, I don't follow along. I don't follow Lance's trades. I don't follow his trades. Let's just take a look at it just to see what Lance did. Mark, tomorrow I will talk about it, explain it in great detail. Just don't do anything, please. Please. Oh, I see. It went down instead of going up. It's in your notes. My notes? See, maybe because I wanted it to the long side. Yes, there's no delay in my communication channel. Okay, in my Telegram channel. All right, let's talk about the things that are important. So, first things first. Let's go to economic calendar. Economic calendar. We have housing starts today. And if you look at housing starts, the number is not good. But if you look at permits, the number is good. So the question is, why are permits so good, but housing starts are not? Well, it means there may be a very quick slowdown right now because there's a lag between starts and permits. But if the permits are so good, then the starts should catch up to it. So I'm not seeing this report as being really, really awful. I'm just not seeing it as being really, really awful. What's that home? What's the home builders?
XBI. XBI.
XBI. I always confuse that
or
with
XBH.
XBH. I always confuse that with the biotechs.
Yeah,
always.
Me too.
Always. Every time. XBH. Every time.
And there's also that's XHB.
XHB. There we go. Home builders. That's it. So right here, you could see right here, stats, starts are down, but permits are up. If permits are up, it's not a bad thing because you got to have a permit before you start building. So yeah. So it's a very interesting report. But if you look at it, we're still touching the 100-day and the support level. And if we break this support level, and if we break this level, there's a chance we're going to go down. Okay, he said he sent the alert, right? The text alert. You guys should be getting your Telegram alerts sooner than later.
Robert, okay. I think it's only new construction.
Yeah. So I'm going to break it all down for you guys right now.
Would be different permits.
So housing starts sank 11.3% in August, trailing the 1.435 expectation. On a year-to-year basis, housing starts fell 14.8%. That's a problem. Single-family housing starts were 4.3% lower revised. Building permits, though, increased 6.9% during the month to 1.543 compared with 1.4. Please listen to what I'm telling you. Starts, permits. I read it as you get the permit and then decide to stall off starting. And you can't, no, Jerry, that doesn't happen. Once you get the permit, you pay the fee. No, I don't think that's going to happen.
I mean, it did happen a lot during COVID because of material shortage.
Yes, this is not it.
With the supply chain's a lot better now.
Of course. So single family authorizations were at a rate of 2% higher, and privately owned housing completions in August were at a seasonally adjusted annual rate of 5.3% higher. Okay. So that's straight from Seeking Alpha. I'm not, and it goes in line with what I'm saying.
Not low enough, Mark.
Yeah, they're not. No, not low enough. No, they're not going to pay for a permit and then not build. That's big housing companies don't do that. They get fired for that. I think it's just a lag. And also remember, we got winter months coming in. It slows down as we get into the winter, and it picks up around March. So I think they may be waiting right now. So just my 5 cents. Permits means you're ready to build. No, like starts means you're ready to start the project. You need a permit to start. You can't start without a permit. Okay, so
not legally.
What'd you say?
Not legally.
Matt, let KB Homes. We're talking about legally. You're not allowed to start without a
rummy business.
Yeah. We all do, but let's. I should tell you about my, one of these days when I have some time. You guys know Harry Dean Stanton, Mary McCormick, the actors. Yeah. I bought a lot, an empty lot about 20 years ago on Mulholland next to them. Harry Dean Stanton passed away. Mary McCormick's still a bitch. Excuse my French. No, she's not. I got into a lawsuit with them because they didn't want me to build. I ended up selling the property to them and made money on them. But boy, oh boy, that was the funniest lawsuit I've ever seen. To piss them off, I went and I balded the lot and took off 7 oak trees, private oak trees. Almost got arrested for it, but I was so off. These people put me through hell and back. But we settled. It was a good deal. But yeah, Harry Dean Stanton and Mary McCormick. You should have seen them at the review board. Everybody was kissing their ass. Oh, Mary McCormick, can I get your autograph? You know, such
You have to have a permit to cut down the trees.
California, my friend. Oak trees, they'll arrest you. I cut down 7 protected trees. I did, Ron. I did. No. Mary McCormick. She's not from Brady Bunch. That's Maureen McCormick. We'll see. We'll see, Cyrus. Here, I'll show you. Mary McCormick. This one. Mary McCormick. The one that found her husband cheating on her with Catherine McPhee or McVeigh, whatever her name is. This one. Oh, I could tell you stories. Oh, Ned, I wouldn't care. It's a misdemeanor. I could tell you stories that would make your head spin. All right. Who was her husband? Still the same guy, producer. He was having an affair. He got photographed taking a picture with that actor, with that singer, David. The ones that are having problems because their nanny, David Frost, whatever. This guy. Hold on. I'll show you. Mary McCormick husband. This guy, Michael Morris, this guy, David Foster. Yeah. So David Foster's wife and Michael Morris got caught making out with this lady right here, Catherine McPhee. All right. Yeah. No, it was funny. It was all going on during the lawsuit. Anyways. No, definitely not. All right. Let's talk about stocks. I got some folks. I could tell you stories that make you. Yeah, they just sent a text a few minutes ago. All right, let's talk about stocks that are breaking down first. David Foster. David Foster is married to Catherine McPhee, whatever her name is. It was all over. All this is all over the news. Yes, I killed the trees and I would do it again. Those people were numbskulls. All right. Southwest Airlines. Now we got 270 people in here. Southwest Airlines. Want to see more downside, not ready for it yet. Yeah, I told him to send the alert right now. I would put an alert right here at 28.49. I don't think it's ready yet. That's right. I told him what was up. He was in the Aliens movie. How about Pretty in Pink? He was her dad. Weird guy. Hey, Ken, you missed some good stuff. So let's put an alert at 28.54. Yeah, that's the one. That the contestant. Yeah. So I'm gonna short right here. But I want to wait.
28.54.
Yeah, 28.31. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, when we start doing the day trading stuff, all we're going to be doing all for the full hour and a half is we're going to be setting alerts. We're going to be hunting. That's all we're going to be doing is hunting. Hunting and hunting and hunting. Next one is not ready yet, so I don't want to give you an option because it's not ready yet. PPG. Now, this one is breaking down. Let's go and see if there's any support left. Doesn't look like there's any support left here all the way down. That's right, Dom. That's right. All the way down right here. And I like the volume. Volume looks pretty good right now. Right here, it's got a lot of room, actually. And it's in play. And if the stock market continues going down, there's a good chance this stock will go down. Okay. Hunting, we will go hunting. I used to love those old Barbera movies. 10 days out. You want to go to the 131 strike price right here, a little bit in the money. And we're going to keep it right there. All right. No spreads, nothing like that. Just a nice debit spread right there. My screen is not showing. Oh,
Yes,
holy
it
moly.
is.
I thought my screen was showing this whole time.
It is.
It is, right? Yeah, my
QPG.
screen is showing. Which don't scare me like that. I'm thinking I just went 28 minutes without my screen showing. All right, good. Screen is fine. Good.
Unless he meant my camera, because that was off.
What?
I said unless he meant my camera, because that was off.
Yeah. Yep, you should be seeing bar chart. So next one is, 10 days out. 10 days out. Well, did it treat you bad the last time, Vivek? Did you lose money on it last time? Okay. Well, there you go. Wow, look at that. Matt, put that in the you know where. Okay. So we want to go about 10 days out here. And we want to go, 131 put. 131 put. Let's continue.
How did you pick the PLNT?
How did I pick what?
The PLNT.
PLNT?
Yeah. Planet Fitness.
I did it on the 20-day breakdowns.
Okay.
Why?
Question from Dave.
Yeah, 20-day breakdowns. And soon I'll talk about scanners and setups and all that in a little bit. I just want to let me get through this. Actually, that's what Matt and I were working on today. Okay. By the way, Carvana relative strength right now is just turned positive to the market, just for a minute, just FYI. And it's outperforming its sector right now to the upside. Okay, so let's look at this stock. Let's see here. I want to give the stock a little more. Not ready for it yet. This is a whole different story right here. There's really no support for another few dollars here, and I think this can go a little lower. Now, folks, remember something. These momentum plays are not pullback trades. Pullback trades, you're waiting for institutions to come back in. On momentum trades, Anthony, let me take a look at it. I haven't looked at it, and it's not one of my trades today. I know that volume was super, super high on it all morning. It was ENPH right now has the highest 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 highest volume on an intraday basis. Let me just do this real quick. Yeah, I mean, how much are you up right now, Anthony? How much are you up right now? Let's just look here. What is going on with my computer? There we go. Let's go back to option. I'll look at it later. Let me just do this right now. ENPH, I'll look it up here. Yeah, I probably would have gotten out of it 15 minutes ago. There you go, Michael. Matt, you got plenty of things to post. Yeah, I would get out of it right now for the time being. All right, for this Roblox, we want to go to 929. And the put we would do would be the 27 put for $1. If this thing doesn't continue moving, please get out. Don't stay in the trade, okay? It's still outperforming the market. It can rally if the stock market rallies right now, but if you want to scalp it, 15 minutes, it hit our level about 15 minutes ago. I do have an NVIDIA video card. Thank you for asking. Short, long put when both have the same expiration. Leon, how do we exit a put spread before expiration? Also, which put? Can we talk about that tomorrow during the class? Can we talk about weekly cash tomorrow during the class? Okay. So in this, we would buy the put, we'd buy the 27 put, or maybe the 27.50 put for Roblox. Let's continue. MGM. You may notice that we're talking about multiple stocks in the same scenario, which are fine. So MGM, let's look at MGM right now. Now, interestingly, Las Vegas Sands was also on my list. We're below the 200-day. We're right here. This is a strong support. Don't want to sell the stock. Look at where we're at right now. There's some really strong support right here. I would prefer to see this level bust open, and then we go. Just to give you a trade in case it does bust down. Here's what I would do if I were you. I would right now, when I'm setting alerts on those levels, set alerts on your computer on those levels. If those alerts break and volume is above in the next 2-3 days, you got a clear trade. So MGM and Las Vegas Sands looks very similar. 40 strike price. These options are not that expensive. Again, if you're not getting continued downside, get out. Now let's just take a look quickly at Las Vegas Sands. How's that bargain hunter trade doing, Matt, by the way?
Up almost 80% now.
Up almost 80%. I like those bargain hunters. All right. Now, in this case,
Good deal.
Again, the stock is right at long-term support. I want to see it break below this level. If it does, it can really go down. Next one is Nike. We talked about Nike yesterday. We sure talked about Nike yesterday. I think my Thinkorswim isn't moving, Matt. You may want to check on it right now. I think it's like frozen in time or something. Pretty sure it is. We're talking about puts. These are all puts. So this is Nike. And Nike just broke a swing low. It's below all the averages. It's not looking great right now. I don't see any major support here. I really don't. Looks like we're in I like this. I like the stock to the downside right now. Yeah, I think my thing is frozen, Matt.
Look.
Yep.
You tried turning it off, turning back on?
Oh, actually, it's just started moving. Guess it wasn't frozen. Or maybe it just came back on or something. I don't know. But it's moving now all of a sudden. Huh, weird. Very strange. Very strange. Good, Susan. Good. Susan's up. Matt, I hope you're posting all of those in the right place.
So
95 put here. And we can go and sell the 86 if we can get, or the 87. I want to get 50 cents for one of these, but I want to be 10 points out. You got to go in the money here because implied volatility is high. So you're going to get screwed. Look at historic and look at implied. Try to go as far in the money as you can, or you're just going to be paying for nothing. Like if you go in the money to the 97s, it looks expensive, but it's not. You don't have that much premium there. There you go, Rochelle. Listen to Uncle Roger. Next one is XBI. Finally, we got the right one. Biotechs. Now, I don't like trading biotech stocks because they gap a lot, and we don't like gaps, but the sector itself is good. It looks like it's breaking down. Let's just see if there's any major support here. There's a lot of support here. Forget it. You are live on screen sharing on YouTube, slightly delayed, but Zoom just showing two heads. David, we're not just showing two heads. It's your setup. I'm showing my whole screen right now. No system delay on it. No, it just stopped, and then now it's working just fine. It was just weird. It just kind of just died. Like everything just died, and then it just came back. Very strange. Very strange. Yeah, you should be able to see the biotech sector right now. So let's wait off on this. There's a lot of support here. There's a lot of support. And last is Starbucks. Talk about consumer discretionary, right? Yeah, right now Nike short. It's not. I would still stay short Nike. Right, Ken. Exactly. Yeah, this one is just dedicated to. I don't have anything else running on it or Thinkorswim, but I'm going to talk about that in a little bit today. I don't know, Adam. My wife stopped drinking them. She bought her this fancy schmancy $700 coffee maker, and now she says that she'll never go to Starbucks again. We're going about 10 days out on Nike. All these options, we're going 10 days out. Nike trade, I said buy the at the money, in the money put, and then sell the far out of the money put, the one you can get $50 for. I like that, Adam. That's funny. Let's see how many people are here now. Now we have 291.
Look at that.
Now we're getting there. We had 330 or 340 yesterday. Thank you, Paul. Now let's do the long side. So a few things. It's very easy to find stocks to the long side when markets are down like they are right now. I want you guys to, yes, Theodore. So far, we've only talked about puts. We have not talked about calls yet. We're going to talk about calls right now. And if you guys are curious how I find these, let me give you a simple scan that you could put anywhere. You can find these. $50-day high and above 50-day moving average, or find stocks trading below 50-day high and below 50-day average. If you put these two scans on your program, you will find about 90% of just a very quick and dirty way to find stocks that I'm looking at. There's other things you could do like above average volume, but if you just want to find these stocks, you can find them all day long by putting those simple scans. Okay? Show us the panel. I don't have the panel on here. I'm using Stock Fetcher, but I'm going to be putting it all in here. And I'll actually give them to you once I have them. I'm going to be talking about scanners in a little bit. I actually have something to talk about today, but let me do the long side now. Okay, we're going to be talking about calls right now. Calls. Now, my suggestion right now is to look at the relative strength of these calls and compare them to the market. And when they start outperforming the market back up, these are great trades. 50-day low. Thank you, Dickens. 50-day low. I gave the Starbucks trade to the downside. Can somebody give Angie and BB the or I'll just do it here. Come on. Doesn't want to load. It doesn't like me anymore. Not Starbucks. It must have heard what I said about Starbucks.
Always listening.
It was listening to me.
Something is.
Yeah. Oh, let's just close this and open this up.
I guess they had bad news.
Bar chart?
No, Starbucks.
Yeah. I did, Gord. I did it at least 10 times, and I'll do it again a million more times. I promise you. So here's Starbucks. Let's see if we can get an option quote on it. We may be here a few minutes late today. I hope you guys don't mind. I like being here a few minutes late. I like talking to all of you guys. It's fun. I would go with the 95 or 96 put right here. And I wouldn't do any spreads. Just 95, 96 put right here. Here's a sweet spot right here. Good. Thank you, Adam. All right. And you'll notice that most of these stocks if we're wrong on market directions, at least they stay relatively. Now, I'll talk about relative strength right now to the upside. So we know that markets are moving lower. So we know that relative strength is obviously all the stocks moving down. They either have better relative strength or weaker relative strength. But let's look at the upside. Let's put the S&P up here. And you'll have a tool for this. The indicator that I'm making is a tool so you could do this without this old-fashioned way. But let me show you something. So here's the S&P. All right, here's the S&P. Here's our first stock, FLT, to the long side, Fleet Corp. Now, you could see that even though the stock is down, what is the stock doing on a daily basis while the S&P is doing this? It's going up. Now, what is it doing on a 5-day basis? Kind of following along a little weaker on a 1-day basis. They're doing the same damn thing. So there's no relative strength on the stock right now to the market. So what I would wait is I would keep an eye on the stock, and I would wait for the stock to continue moving higher as the S&P is moving lower on a daily basis. So what I would want to see is, before buying the stock, I would want to see the S&P go down like this, but this stock do like this. Here's what I would want to see. This. That's what I would want to see. If it's not doing that, I wouldn't buy it. I'll give you the option because I think once the market spruces back up, you'll see relative strength, but not right now. But you should look at that every time you're looking at a long trade when the market affords you that opportunity when it's down, because it's easy to find stocks that are moving up. They're being bought up by institutions. This one doesn't have a close option. So we have to look at the 1020 option. And in this case, we would be looking at the 280. No, we would be looking at the 270 strike price. And we can go ahead and hedge it with the 290. Again, wait for, on the 5-minute chart, wait for relative strength. Soon you'll just have a little thing that'll say green, green, green. But now it's moving with the market. So you want to see a stock that's doing up while the S&P is moving down. It's not doing it on an intraday basis. It's doing it on a daily basis. But you want to see both, okay? You want to see 5-minute, hourly, and daily. Right now, on an hourly, see, it's moving up. This is moving down. But on a 5-minute, it's not. So daily and hourly, you got it. But on an hourly, you don't. Let me just see how it's looking up here. I know we're going longer, but I'm trying to show you a lesson here as well. All right. Now, end phase. All right. End phase. Let's see if end phase is outperforming or not. You could do this yourself, Alex. Honestly, I think the relative strength on end phase right now compared to the market is crazy good. Look. On a 30-minute, on an hourly, they're mixed, and on a daily, and on the daily, they're not. The S&P is beating it. So, again, just wanted to explain to you how relative strength works. Okay. Next one, AKM. Stock is moving up on a daily. It's looking really good right now. It's hugging the 8-day moving average. Relative strength the last few days, as you know, has been going down. This thing's been going up. On a monthly basis, same thing, down, up. On a 1 hour, basis, A half hour basis, look at the last half hour. Pa-pow, pa-pow. We're using 12-day relative strength right now, hooks. 12 days. I may put the daily to 5, but I kind of like 10, 12 around there. And finally, on an intraday, this is what I'm talking about. Now you've got a day trading stock. So what happens if the S&P changes its mind and towards the end of the day starts bolting higher? I don't know if that'll happen, but what if it will? But boom, I would put a stop right here at 106.18. So are you guys starting to get a feel for all this relative strength business that I'm showing you? Too easy, too simple? Want something more complicated? Want some Fibonacci, Gann lines, Elliott wave BS? 105 is fine right here. Yeah, I would want to see the stock above the 50-day and above the 50-day moving average, trading above 50-day high and 50-day moving average. They're not the same thing. Alert, alert, alert. Put alerts there, alerts. All right, next one, why? And again, I'm showing them all to you. It's easy to see relative strengths. Yes, Miko. It doesn't have to be all, but it's nice to have all. Soon, you're just going to have green and red. I'll show you our computer. We just have, all you'll have to do is, you won't have to even do this. You'll just see green, green, red, red. You'll see every time frame, and you'll know. That's the beauty of this indicator. It doesn't just tell you when to get in. It tells you why you should get in. So why? I talked about this yesterday or the day before, I believe, when it was like right here, like somewhere right here. I remember. So this is moving up. S&P is moving down. Volume is above the high. Let's look at it on a hourly time frame. S&P is moving down. This is moving up. On a 5-day period, this S&P is moving down. This is moving up. On a 1-day period, ooh, this is a good one right here. Oh man, this is good. I like this one a lot. Who says you can't trade during the afternoon? So look at this thing. Now, what happens if the S&P, I'm not going to do that, Paul. I'm not going to do that. You listen and you pay attention and you decide. Look at this. Look at this. If this thing comes up, this thing is going to bolt. Bolt, I tell you. Can't you tell when I get really excited, Paul, about something? You should know me. You should know me by now. Right here, the 35. Right here. Yeah. You should know me by now. You should know how I operate. Next one, Shell. We talked about this one. Imagine that. It kept, see how it's looking right now. Yeah, it's weird. The whole thing just froze and then one came back up. All right. So this one, no good. So you see that? It's losing relative strength. Sorry, Patrick. Now, on an hourly, it's looking great, right? It's looking fantastic. But on a 1-day, it's looking off. It's looking awful. We don't want it today. We don't want it. We don't want it. Next one. By the way, how are energies doing? Just out of curiosity.
Not good.
Yeah, look, they're mimicking relative weakness of the market. Okay, next one is SLG. Amazing relative strength. Love the stock. Already 4 days in a row above average volume. This one's looking really, really good. Let's look at it on a daily. Looks on an hourly, looks fantastic. On a half hourly, looks fantastic. On a daily, it looks amazing. I love this stock. Options, you say? And by the way, we picked the stock a few weeks ago. Implied's very high, so you're going to want to go in the money. You want to go to the 45 or the 42.50 here. Trust me, probably 42.50. It has really good liquidity right here. Oh, sorry, I went to the put side. I went to the wrong side. Right here. 40 right here. Yeah, I know, Manny. Sorry. I got dizzy for a second there. I got dizzy. So right here, good liquidity, 350. And it has great relative strength. Next one, WRK. Matt, did you set up the scanner the way I have it on mine so you could show them? Okay. What's going on here? What is going on here? Here we go. All right, had a nice little base. We caught this one right here, still going higher. Relative strength. It's a little bit above the 8-day. It's a little too high above the 8 days. So let's just skip it for now. But in terms of relative strength, just to show you what I'm talking about, you could see it right here. 1 second. Just decides not to show the chart. There we go. I don't think it likes this stock for some reason. Here we go. Relative strength up, down. Today, it's moving down. Don't like the stock. I want to see stocks that are up here while relative strength is down. I want to see stocks that institutions are buying right now. Interesting. Don't like the relative strength. Just crossing the 200-day. There are better stocks out there. L, last one for today. Lowe's. Now I saw exactly, Cyrus. I haven't looked at Lilly. Lilly looks a little overextended. So Lowe's, in light of the news today, the stock swung higher. Relative strength is definitely killing it. Let's look at it on a relative strength is killing it. Volume is great here. Doesn't like the 1 month for some reason. I don't know. Bear with me. This will be the last one. This Lowe's, this bar chart is just really screwing up today. Not bad. Not amazing, but not bad. On a 5-day, oh yeah. On a 1 month, oh yeah. On a daily, oh yeah. So if the market rallies, we should rally. But I do like YY and SLG, I think, better than this one. We would go to the 65, which is not expensive here. 65, Paul. All right, Matt, share your screen. I want to show them the scanner real quick, and I want to explain the situation to them. And I would highly recommend you pay attention to this. Good, Mark. Good. There he is. All right. Thank you, Adam. Okay. So, why don't you organize it by RS for hourly? So this is the scanner for the, indicator that we're working on, the blaster, master, disaster, whatever you want to call it. We don't have an official name for it yet. Thank you, Adam, for that. And here's a problem. There's a problem. The problem's not with us. The problem is and please listen to what I'm going to say, because I know I'm going to get 300 questions when we release this asking me, Roger, well, how come you don't have the daily and the 30-minute and the 15-minute? How come the indicator has all of that, but you only have hourly and 5 minutes? Because Thinkorswim has a restriction. It has a processing restriction. It can only process so much data. So we're limited to only about 500 to 700 tickers. It's not our limitation. It's Thinkorswim. We can't do anything about it. these searches are very, very intensive. What it's doing for the hourly search, it's looking at the specific hour that we're in right now, and it's comparing that hour with the last 12 days, Matt?
Uh,
How many days is it looking at it? I think it's 12, right?
yeah, 12.
12
right
days.
now.
Yeah, it's
but we
looking
can
at the
change
last
it.
12 days. For the 5-minute bar, it's looking at the last 12 5-minute bars, the last hour. So the point is, that is all you need, hourly and 5-minute. Well, I know, but I want to explain this to folks. So when we have a scanner, I'll explain to you how to set it up, and I'll explain to you how to use it. And then when you go to the chart, you're going to have the hourly, the daily, the 15-minute, the 30-minute. Yeah, Robert says, I know exactly what you're saying. So yeah, you see here on top how we have all the time periods. So the scanner will give you so I'm going to show you how to, I like to keep the hourly and I like to keep the 5-minute, but I'm going to show you. Can you go back to the scanner? Thank you. So when you do the scanner, I'm going to show you how you can substitute. Like, let's say you want to use relative strength on a daily, or you want to use relative strength, not relative strength, relative volume.
No, relative strength.
Hmm?
Relative strength.
Relative strength, sorry. Let's say you want to use relative strength on a daily and an hourly, or 5 minutes and an hourly. That's not a problem. We could do that. Matt will show you right now how to do it. Just show them real quickly.
Well, there's two ways to do it.
Just show them real quickly.
Just take this out
and put in the one you want.
Right. Or say we want the 15-minute. We just come here, change it to.
So it's super simple, but this way you will have, and again, it's not our restriction. I told Matt, I said, I want to have all of them. I want to have the hourly, the 15-minute, the 30-minute, the 15-minute, the 5-minute, the 15, the 30, the hourly, and the daily. Can't do that.
Yeah, I mean, you can. You just only can. You can only look at like 10 tickers, so it's
right.
not much of a scanner.
It's just too much of a thing. So, but remember, we're not trading penny stocks. So if you wanted to use the scanner on smaller stocks, you can put mid cap 400 or Russell 2000, but you're going to limit it. You're going to be limited by about 500 to 700 stocks. So again, it's not our. This is not our limitation. It's the limitation of Thinkorswim. If we had our way, we would have 15,000 tickers. It also counts the custom studies that are in your watch list, not just the scan. But we don't have any, Robert. We eliminated all of them. We don't have any custom studies. We just have two, RS hour and RS 15. It can combine do about 1,400, and we're doing about 1,000 right now because 500 stocks, 2 studies. So we could probably squeeze another 200. But again, I think this is enough for everybody. And obviously you will be able to find, like if I wanted to know what stock has the highest volume on a relative basis right now, well, ALL and ENPH and AKAM and TTO and Ford have it. So it's not hard. But I just wanted to it also counts the custom studies that are in your, just pointing it out since I ran that into that also. Yeah, it's really a pain in the ass. And I don't want Matt to sit around trying to make a
workaround, like a hack it.
Yeah, I don't want to make a hack because it's just not necessary, and it's just so easy to change. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Do you guys so far, does that make sense what I'm saying? And obviously we're going to explain this, do videos and show it to you and all that, but I wanted you to understand because I'm going to get Roger, I want to look at the Russell 2000. What's happening? It's not working. It's not our limitation. I can't do anything about it. So I just wanted you to understand that the scanner, well, yeah, there's going to be a replay of this, of course, that the scanner will, I've chosen to put in 5-minute and hourly because I'm figuring if you have high relative strength on an hourly basis, on a 5-minute basis, you should be able to, we're going to have a lot of it, Val. This is just a taster. I'm going to have classes, videos, recordings, seminars. I'm just trying to, no problem, Jeffrey. I'm just trying to kind of explain to you where we're at. So Rochelle, here's what you need to know. The scanner on Thinkorswim sucks. And in order to make it work with what we want, we have to limit it to the S&P 500 and only 2 filters for the scanner. That's what I'm trying to explain. If we go all out, it's going to get stuck and not process all the data. Does that make sense? Does anybody not understand? That's all I wanted to explain to you guys.
Well, it can scan it. It just can't stream it. So you'd have to sit there and hit the button over and over and over and over again.
Yeah. So it'll give you the S&P 500, which is what we're going to be using this indicator for, all the stocks in the S&P 500. If you want to trade another stock on you could do it, and the indicator will pull it up, but it won't be on the scanner. The scanner is just the S&P 500. We'll show you how to make a small cap scanner, a large cap scanner, a mid cap scanner, but
it's this fast.
But
go here.
Yeah, so it's just Thinkorswim doesn't want to allocate. So what we'll do is we'll set up like 5 or 6 different scanner settings, and we'll give you those with the indicators. So like if you trade small caps, you got it. If you
don't, like I said, we don't need to do it at all. It's already built in.
But I wanted to explain. It's all there. Yeah. It's just we're looking at the S&P 500 or the S&P 100, and then you just add these 2 custom columns. I just wanted to explain it to you guys so that you understand. I like to explain things as we're doing them, so you guys are kind of in the loop. You can kind of see behind the screen and see kind of behind what we're doing. So I just wanted to kind of keep you in the loop. That's all I'm doing. I'm just keeping you in the loop. That's all this is. Now let's do seasonality, Matt.
Okay.
Just want you to know what's going on. I figure we spent so much damn time doing this. I figure you guys want to know what it is we're doing and what problems we're running into.
All right. Let's go to, let me make this big. Go. All right. On the long side for your sectors, nothing has changed. Everything still sucks. There's no other way to say that. Seasonally, you'd be crazy to go long on these. There's no basis there. On the short side, however, still pretty good. I mean, the only thing that doesn't look great is energy. Everything else, throw a dart, pick one. Seasonality is good. I mean, it's really that simple. On the long side, yesterday we had really nothing. We were blessed with one decent long side trade today. Technically 2. Here's one interesting thing. Look at the bonds, Roger.
Bonds?
15 trades, 93% win rate.
Oh, there you are. Is that to the upside?
To the upside.
Wow, that's really good, especially in light of the FMC.
And furthermore, even when you go to the 10-day hold,
wow,
still holding up.
That's really good. That's good for the stock market. Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Then other than that, on the long side, because you really don't have much.
Yeah.
Probably not going to make you a lot of money, to be honest, because it doesn't move very much. But UUP, the dollar.
The bond market's rallying right now.
The dollar index is okay. I mean, the chart looks great too. That thing has just been slowly.
What are you talking about? UUP?
Yeah.
Oh, it's looking great.
Yeah.
It's looking good right now.
Thing looks like it's just printing money.
You may want to consider that in you may consider the bond, and you may consider this one in Bargain Hunter.
Yeah, the bond doesn't look as great on the chart.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But UUP looks great.
It does look like it's basing.
I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's making high. It made a higher high, but you're playing with fire.
Yeah,
you're playing with fire.
Good thing we have the short side, because
we do have the short side.
Got a few trades there. All right. Got Ralph Lauren. Hard to argue with that. 18 trades.
To the short side, yeah. Retail,
100% winner.
Retail right now is not doing great.
There's, yeah, that looks pretty good. You got some room on the RSI. Got room on the Williams R. Just kind of rare, actually. the trend's in your favor. The next one I liked was SWK, Stanley Black & Decker, 23 trades, 95% win rate, 96 if you round. And same thing, the chart got some room still. Honestly, when I looked at this one, you've really...
What are we looking at?
SWK. Maybe at 83, but realistically, I see this thing head towards the bottom before it finds any kind of floor. That's what it looks like it wants to do. Me. And seasonality says go for it. Last one I had was Eaton.
Mark, data miner. Look, as Matt is gathering this data with a program that we created called Data Miner. Matt, by the way, it's been about 6 weeks. Is it? Do you know what the status is? Is it?
I do not know the status.
Check up on it, okay?
Yep.
Yeah. Ask the customer service for Data Miner, and you'll see how we do this. They're actually, this is our version. We gave it to a professional programmer to upgrade, and actually, it should be right about now. They should be done. I'll ask Morgan about it, but they said that they're moving along in the right time. Did you get my email? Paul, I haven't checked my email in the last hour and a half since we've been here. But if you send it to me before then, I should have responded to you. Check your spam folder. If not, I'll look at it after I'm done here.
I'd say an honorable mention is Target, but it kind of looks like it's overdone.
To the downside?
Yeah.
Let's see here.
It could have room, but see, this is what I saw. It's very strong today.
Yeah, it's very strong today.
And hitting the bottom seems like it's rejecting.
Yeah.
It's had enough.
It's definitely outperforming the market today. You don't want something that's outperforming the market to the downside.
And so just I pick a few because I think all the things line up on these, but that doesn't invalidate the seasonality on the rest of them. But for me, like for example, Cat, pretty strong seasonality to the downside, but I don't really want to short something like that.
Got it. You done?
Nope, I got one more.
Good. By the way, I like those volume bars you have on your scanner that I don't have on mine, on your indicator that I don't have on mine yet.
Holding out on you.
You are holding on me. Go back to your indicator. Okay, so you have that today's volume versus percentage of average volume. Yeah, I definitely want you to put that one on mine. And current bar versus last bar. I definitely want you to have that on there as well. All right. You have one more to show us?
Yeah, Eaton.
All right.
Although
tell me about Eaton.
It had a lot more in the tank before this. It was only down 1%. But it is projecting the top and then just...
This thing looks awful.
And if it blows through this, it's got some room.
Right now, you see, now this is a perfect example. I'm glad you brought this up. Pull up the 50-day moving average on this. This looks good. On the daily, pull up the 50-day. When you're looking at daily, you should have your moving averages on. Okay, that's what I thought. It looks beautiful right now. You know what? I would take a short on this thing. TN, this looks great right now. Totally under. It's got everything going for it except for volume. Volume, no, but everything else is beautiful right now. And it's breaking the 50-day line and it's breaking the 50-day low. Now, right now it's about to hit a gap. I would put an entry at I would put an entry at 211. And if this 210.95, 210.95, because right here on I don't know what this date is here. On the 8-1, the low was 211. And if it breaks that level, this thing is a goner. So I would definitely do that. 110.85, I would put a sell stop there, and that's what I would do. I love that stock. That stock looks like it's about to come down.
And,
All right. Are we good, Matt?
yeah. The only other thing was 10-day hold, but
Go ahead. Give it. Give it
well,
to
there
folks.
wasn't much there. The only thing that was
The bonds.
significant was the bonds matched up. Stop moving. It's a ghost. Yeah, and that was it. As far as sectors, it's still pretty mixed, but that makes sense because everything this week just fallen off a cliff.
I think Datadog has had it, by the way. I'm looking at it on day trade. It looks like it's finally moving up. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow, man. I could do this all day with you guys. I'll see you tomorrow and have a great day. We'll have a great session after the VIP room tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Bye.